am going to get out very shortly on the T7 this morning and go try some off-road stuff on it with the new bar setup and see how she feels. So I'll see you out there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and switch ABS off on this old girl. Alright. Off-road mode engaged. Yeah, that's the log that ate my lunch the other day. It's not quite as soft as it was the other day, which is awesome. So, should be able to push the bike just a little bit more. Plus, I'm in full gear this time, not just my boots and helmet. Still got some sand and water in places. Went down with it. Alright, take this different line this time. Sure how this is going to go. This is tight. She's a big girl. Had to restart the camera, sorry. For some reason my settings have gotten off and I don't have it on a continuous loop of recording, so kind of annoying. slide that back end around, baby. Like on my 500, you really had to finesse it because it would just come out from underneath you. I don't know if it's the weight or just the chassis design of this bike, but it feels super stable when you're sliding. So unless you're just a complete noob to off-road, if you're riding the T7, you should be able to slide it, to be honest. I mean, that's awesome. Even in like wet grass, it just feels like planted, and it still allows you to kick that back end out and have a little bit of fun. So that is awesome. Bit of a sandy turn there. Sneak peek. I don't know if you guys can see that, but from graphics guys for the old T7. Updates to come soon. This bike is so fun. If you ride a T7 and you think it's just way too heavy for riding, I would just highly encourage you to start riding it like a dirt bike, and it'll come alive. Yes, there are some little nuances that you have to be aware of when riding a big bike like this and tight stuff. You got to be on your throttle and make sure you're squeezing those knees to keep that bike balanced, because if this weight gets to you and you get it past that certain spot and you're not ready with your clutch and your throttle to throttle out of it, then you're probably going to go down. And I think that's probably what a lot of guys struggle with, is they get in those kind of hairy situations, and instead of, you know, trying to give it a little bit more gas to keep the bike up, they kind of just freak out, pull the clutch in, and let it fall. So a lot of bike can be falling on you. If it does end up falling on your leg and you're in a hairy, you know, spot with rocks or roots or whatever, it could really do some damage. So focus on your clutch control and your throttle control on a big bike like this. Throttle will get you out of a lot of those situations if you can manage it correctly. I might try to go find some gravel outside of this little area that I've kind of been messing around in, just to see. Oh, neutral. Yeah, just hit a neutral there. That's going to be something I need to fiddle with. I think the shifter, I don't know if that's how it is on all of the T7, but it's a little bit wobbly, so sometimes it can come in contact with my skid plate and it'll cause a false neutral because I can't get it to shift all the way down into first. So I'm gonna take a look at that. Probably, I don't know, I might machine a little brass bushing to put in there, maybe straighten it up a little bit. We'll see. off-road section that I like to come to around the casa. Oh, bushwhacking. Woo, pine needles are slick. Be careful of those. Oh, log. Dumped a bunch of potatoes and zucchini right there. So there you have it. A little bit of off-road riding and testing on this bar setup. If this is the first video you're coming across of mine, I just bought this T7. Came from a KTM 500, so I'm used to dirt bikes. I grew up riding dirt bikes, dual sports. All I've ever had were pretty much dirt bikes with a plate on them. So trying something new with this 2022 Yamaha Tenere 700. When I first got it, the bars were just too high for my liking. It felt uncomfortable sitting on and standing. Like when I was standing, I'm only 5'9", so I'm not a super tall guy. I bet like 6'3" dudes would probably feel fine with the stock bars. But that being said, when I was standing, it was just super uncomfortable. Didn't feel right to me. I'm used to dirt bikes. That's what I wanted this to feel like. So what I ended up doing was going with the Graves Motorsport bar clamp kit. What these allow is you can either go down 10 millimeter or 20 millimeters lower, and depending on which way you have this oriented, you can have it plus 10 millimeters further or at your zero position, which is stock. I am currently running it at minus 10 millimeters down and plus 10 millimeters forward. So I actually really like the feel of this setup. I was thinking about maybe changing it and trying the stock setup with 10 millimeters lower, but I think I really like this feel. It feels very reminiscent of a dirt bike to me. Off-road and on-road, I'm still in a really good position to where I can sit down and have a relatively straight back and not get super fatigued. But when I'm standing, like on gravel roads, I'm in more of my attack position, which is what I want to be in as a dirt bike rider. That's what I am comfortable being in. I am super happy with the way this bar setup turned out. This is the the Warp 9 tapped bars. If you didn't know that Warp 9 makes handlebars, they do. They make some other stuff as well, so you should go check them out. If you're in the Texas, Houston, Texas area, surrounding areas, even just in Texas, I am a dealer for Warp 9. My company is The Knobby Shop. Go check us out on Facebook. And if you want a set of these bars, get in contact with me and I can get you set up. I am currently running, they have 2 different bends as we speak right now. I am running the KTM bend. I've found through the years of riding that is the style of bar I like to run. Whatever comes stock on the KTM, I don't know what they do, but they just have that really good bend for me and it feels great. It might just be because I'm used to riding KTMs, but anyways, that being said, they have the KTM bend and they have the CR high bend for you taller guys out there. So if that's something you're interested in, shoot me a message on Facebook at The Knobby Shop and I can get you guys hooked up. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video today. I appreciate you guys for watching. God bless, be safe, and go rip.